Hey everybody, it is Steve and Tim at Phantom History House.
Hey, so glad that thank you so much for watching this, whether you're watching live or you're watching later. Thank you so much for watching.
Yes, and we're excited to share with you what we've been working on. We realize it is only the middle of June, but we get asked all the time, what are you going to do for Halloween? You have this really cool paranormal themed bed and breakfast. Halloween must be huge here. Well, in all honesty, we were barely in the house last Halloween.
Well, that's true, but even as soon as we moved in, like even before we moved in, and we started telling people about the paranormal theme, everybody was like, "Oh, what are you doing for Halloween? What are you doing for Halloween?" And even as soon as people came to the open house that we had, people were asking about Halloween. People ask about it all the time, and of course, it's Halloween year round with you.
It is Halloween year round with me. Between the podcast and the decor of the house, I'm always looking for ghost stories. So we thought it would be a good idea, even though it's the middle of the year, to go ahead and let you know about what we're planning to do for the Halloween season. It's a pretty packed calendar, and of course, things can shift a little bit as we get a little bit closer, but we wanted to give you a chance to see what's available, see if you're interested in booking a room and or getting a ticket to some of these events that we have lined up.
Right, so what we're going to do on this video right now is we're going to tell you about the main events, the different things that are going to be happening. We have a little video that we're going to play. And of course, we do hope that you would book a room and elevate your event. If you're going to be here and you're going to do something very cool at Phantom History House for that whole spooky season, we hope that you'll make it a bigger thing by staying after the event. For one, if I'm going to have a special evening out with my special fella or whatever, I don't want to rush off. Let's make a whole event of it.
I think you should stay here with me after the
event. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, we're here already. So there's two big parties.
There are two big parties.
Big two things. There's two big parties.
There are two big parties, but there are also a lot of other events as well. And, feel free to join us for as many of them as you would like. But I think the first thing we should do, we put together a video.
No. Let's talk about, you don't want to list what the things are?
Yeah, let's list them. Go. We totally rehearsed this.
I thought we had this all planned out. So, all right, so there's two different parties. One is like the Halloween. We have this Tampa Bay Sanderson sisters from the famous characters from Hocus Pocus that are here for a party.
Yes.
And that's going to be happening I have our cheat sheet up here, on October 21st.
And it's a costume party. So come dressed in your best Halloween outfit.
Yes, it's the Saturday right before Halloween.
Yes.
Not right before, but the week before the Halloween weekend. So perfect time to have a party. And then the weekend before that, we're having our very high-end party.
Yes, we're having a masquerade party on the 14th. This is where you dress to impress and you wear a masquerade mask. So it's not the traditional Halloween costumes. It's more of an upscale event.
Right. So live event, really nice food. Just wear your most fabulous thing. We'll talk about that more in a minute. There's also going to be ghost tours. There's going to be ghost stories by the fire. There's a pumpkin carving thing. Well, maybe now it is time to show the video.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's still a couple more things on the list. So watch this video and then we'll come back and explain it a little bit more.
Okay, so here we go. Hope you enjoyed this.
Join Phantom History House, a bed and breakfast experience this fall for the best place to celebrate your Halloween season. The witches are back. The Tampa Bay Sanderson sisters return to Phantom History House for the most festive and unique costume party of the year. So put on your best Halloween costume and snap a selfie with Salem's most famous witches. This exclusive event has only 30 tickets available, so buy your tickets and reserve your stay now.
Add some class to your Halloween season with our Masquerade Ball. Find your mask and dress to impress at our high-end event of the season. Book your own sleeping chamber and retire upstairs after the festivities.
Take a tour of nearby historic Oldsmar, a town named by an automobile icon and with its own secrets to share. Join me, Steve, as I take you past some of Oldsmar's oldest buildings and share stories of the spirits that residents say still linger in this quaint city.
Though not an official Phantom History House event, you can spend the evening with Steve as he guides you on a VIP tour at Howlow's Green. We encourage you to book a room and check in early so you can relax all afternoon before joining Steve at the park.
Do you like ghost stories? Gather around the fire as we share some of our favorite paranormal tales. Warm up from the chill and roast some marshmallows for s'mores to go along with the tales of mysterious hauntings and spectral sightings. What better way to take an evening off and enjoy a new experience with friends?
We provide the pumpkin and carving tools, and you bring the inspiration. Join us for pumpkin carving and take a jack-o'-lantern home.
Schedule a unique photo shoot that will impress your friends for Halloween. Post-mortem photography will make an impression they won't soon forget.
Elevate any event by booking a room at Phantom History House and impress your favorite person. Book events at phantomhistory.com/events. And book a room today and make your Halloween eerie and elegant.
Join Phantom History House, a bed and breakfast.
Okay.
So that was a lot. We know there's a lot on the calendar. And if you want to check out each event, you can actually go to our website at phantomhistory.com/Halloween. And a calendar is posted there, as well as the video you just saw, which will explain what we have going on here starting September 22nd.
So Steve and I are live here on social media. We're announcing our Halloween events coming up at the end of September and into October. I know it seems really early, as we said before, but people are always asking us about it. And I will tell you that people are already starting to book some of these events when they found out they were happening. They're booking some rooms to go with the parties and things like that. So let's go back and talk about the parties again. We had the Tampa Bay Sanderson sisters here for our Halloween party. They're coming back for a special party on Saturday night, the 21st of October.
Yes, and it is a costume party, so come dressed in your best Halloween costume. We'll have some food and some refreshments, things like that. And some musical numbers. So you just never know what's going to happen when the Tampa Bay Sanderson sisters are here.
And of course, this is the characters from Hocus Pocus. It's amazing. They came, when we had them at Halloween, they came down the stairs and everybody just gasped.
Yes.
They couldn't believe how much they look exactly like the characters from the movie. And then, of course, you could take selfies with them. You can interact with them. We'll be taking pictures, all kinds of things that night. So,
yeah,
and musical numbers.
And if you want a sneak peek, you can actually see some of their videos on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, always go to the Phantom History YouTube channel to see that kind of stuff. And then the other party, as we mentioned, our high-end party, our masquerade party, Halloween masquerade party.
Yes, that is on October 14th. And this is where you dress in your finest and you wear a simple masquerade mask. And Mix and Mingle will have some wonderful catered food and some other surprises here that night as well.
Yeah, so dress up in your finest attire, wear a mask, and be as fabulous as you know you are.
Yes, and consider booking a room so that after the party, you can just go up to your bedchamber and crash for the night.
That's right. You don't have to worry about
don't have to worry about driving home.
overindulging or not enjoying yourself enough or whatever. So
Absolutely.
We hope that you'll do that. Book soon, though, because we only have 4 rooms, and the party only has a small number of people are invited. So
yeah, we get asked that a lot. Is how many rooms do you have and how many people can you accommodate? Well, we, like Tim was saying, we have 4 bed chambers upstairs. Each one can accommodate 2 guests. We have 3 queen size beds and 1 king size bed. So do the math. I guess you could fit 3 people in the king size bed, but that's a whole other story.
that is none of our business. So, all right. So you've been working really hard on a new ghost tour.
I have. I've been working with a good friend of mine named Ginger, who lives here locally, not too far from us in the city of Oldsmar. And Oldsmar is actually a very historic city. And I can honestly say I didn't know that much about it before we moved here. And I've been doing interviews, talking to former mayors of the place, talking to local residents who are familiar with the history and also familiar with some of the hauntings in the town as well, which I didn't know about before we moved in here. So I am piecing together a ghost tour, and I'm looking forward to taking people around the historic haunted sites of Oldsmar right here in Tampa Bay.
Right. This is going to premiere in September as part of our Getting Ready for the Spooky Season events.
Mm-hmm.
And you can guide them around. You see the places, you tell the stories. It's really fun. Ghost tours are fun. We did one in New Orleans and in Savannah that were really great.
Yeah, whenever we travel, we try to do that. We even did one in New York around Haunted Broadway, which is really cool. And what it is, it's about a little bit over a mile walk, so wear your comfortable shoes. And it's at dusk. Well, actually, by then it will actually be fully dark since this will be in October. So, maybe some bug spray, bring a bottle of water. And then afterwards, consider coming back to Phantom History House and hanging out for a while, or, booking a room and hanging out here because it really is only about 2 miles away from the house.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing, after the ghost tour, you're welcome to come back here, have some desserts, maybe
Right.
some wine or some coffee, whatever, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Yeah, and it's not just a one-night event. There are multiple ghost tours. So you can check out that calendar and see when you can book those times.
That's right. Now, if you don't want to go walking a mile all over Oldsmar, we are going to be doing ghost stories here at the house. Ghost stories by the fire.
Yes, it's been a big hit with the guests so far here. So we decided to kind of elevate that a little bit. And if weather cooperates, we'll have a fire outside and we'll sit outside and maybe roast some s'mores, make some s'mores, roast some marshmallows. If it's a little rainy, as it tends to get here in October, we'll move the party inside, but do the same thing.
So then there's a pumpkin carving event the week before Halloween that's also very Halloween-y. Is that a word?
It is now.
So anyway, we'll be providing the pumpkins and the carving implements, and you just come and carve away.
Yeah. Whenever you get a ticket to the event, you get the pumpkin. You get to take it home with you. And one of my favorite things about Halloween is pumpkin carving. I've done pumpkin carving events before in the past, and always had a really good time. You're welcome to come in costume if you want, or you can just hang out, cut up the pumpkin. Let us help deal with that messy follow up of the pumpkin. I'll totally do it. And then, like I said, you get to take your jack-o'-lantern home with you to have it ready for the next week for Halloween.
Right. So we scheduled it that week right before Halloween so that you'll have your jack-o'-lantern ready to go that last week because, they don't last forever. So it'll be timed just about right to do that. And the ghost tours by the fire and the pumpkin carving, if you book a room, those events are free.
Absolutely.
For your party.
That's a very good point. And yeah, like I said, depending on the weather, depends on where the ghost stories by the fire will be, but hopefully most of them will be outside.
Okay, now on Sunday nights, you are doing something you've been doing for 6 years now.
I am, yes. So every year for Halloween, I work at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay as a VIP tour guide for Howl-O-Scream, which is one of my favorite things to do. So this year, because of Phantom History House, I'm scaling back a little bit, but I thought it would be fun to invite guests of Phantom History House to join me on these VIP tours. And while it's not an official Phantom History event, I thought it would be really cool to have you come join me at the park. Walk around as your VIP tour guide. You get front of the line access to all the rides and all the haunted houses, some amazing drink spots, as well as some VIP seating for their amazing shows. And then, come back with me to the house and hang out for the evening and sleep in the next day because it's usually a pretty late night.
Right. So the idea that we love about this is to really make an event of it. Of course, we're saying that about everything is book a room. You can come in early, enjoy the house, enjoy being out on the deck if you're in one of those back rooms, and enjoy the scenery. Wherever you are in the house, you can relax. And then when the event comes around, you're ready to go. You're relaxed. You've had a whole day of it, especially at Howl-O-Scream, since that's like a late night thing.
It is a late night. The tour starts at 6 o'clock and usually goes till midnight or so, depending on how much energy you have. And then get to put you back here about 30 minutes after that.
Yeah. So we hopefully spend the afternoon, relax, enjoy the house, enjoy your friends, whoever's together with you, and then head off to the park, have fun with Steve as your VIP tour guide. So there's information about all of these things if you go to phantomhistoryhouse.com. phantomhistory.com/Halloween, or just click on the Halloween tab under the B&B menu item, and you can find all this stuff.
Yeah, and of course, we are keeping other things coming through the house like we have already. We have psychics and mediums who will be here throughout the month of October as well. So those are also on the calendar, so you can book a session, have your tarot cards read, do some crystal ball reading. Whatever it is you decide to do, we have several options of different psychics who will be here, or, give them all a shot and come check them all out.
And one more thing we haven't mentioned is on a special, is it a Saturday? Sunday, postmortem photographs.
Yes. This is a really, really cool idea. Imbal Marina, who also goes by her real name of Jess, is a photographer who actually sets up a postmortem photo shoot for you. She has a coffin, she has the linens, she has everything. And it will likely be here in the library at Phantom History House, where you'll be able to get your photo taken inside one of these coffins, or maybe even in her hearse, which she actually drives to and from work, which will be parked out front. And then you will get copies of those photos in order to share it with your friends and family right before Halloween.
Right. So who else is going to have a photograph like this around Halloween time? You can impress everybody you know. Coming, have these fabulous slides. You can be in the coffin, and your loved one can be pining over you or whatever. It's really a fun kind of shoot. Perfect thing to have a couple weeks before Halloween, so you can impress all your friends.
Yeah, you could even go the funny route. You could be rising from the dead, dress up like Dracula if you want to, and pop out of the thing. So anything goes, really, and it's always a lot of fun. You can see some of samples of her work on our website, and of course you can link to her Instagram as well, which is really cool and shows a lot of what she does.
So we're talking about all the events at Phantom History House for Halloween. I know it's really early, but as we said at the beginning, people are always asking us about what we're doing. So now you know. And if you think you want to be at one of these parties, one of these events, we hope you'll book a room, make a whole night of it, make a whole event of it. Do that soon, because we have actually already booked some of the rooms for one of the parties. So they're going fast.
Yeah, we want to encourage everybody to check it out early. And if you're like me, you start planning for Halloween early. This is even early for me. Usually I start planning on July 5th. I at least let the U.S. have its birthday party first. But this year's a little bit different. We want to be able to be prepared and give everybody an opportunity to take part in whatever event that they want to take part in. And this is our inaugural Halloween season, so we're going to do it up big.
Yeah, we're finally ready. The house is ready. We're We're having guests all the time, and we are ready for Halloween this year. Boy, the outside of the house is going to be decorated like crazy, the inside too. So we hope that you'll join us for some of our Halloween events. I know it's early, but if you're like me and it's like a special thing and you want to make Halloween really special, then book one of those parties before the tickets are gone, book a room, make a whole great event of it. Steve, it's going to be fun.
It is going to be fun. And remember, you don't have to wait till Halloween. We're open now. So if you decide to come by and check out the house before October, we are open for bookings. So go to phantomhistoryhouse.com or phantomhistory.com to get more information on the rates and the rooms we have available.
Yeah, and don't forget, there's events going on all the time. We have a book club coming up as early as tomorrow or this weekend. We have an escape room event coming up. We're going to turn the house into a big escape room. We have some mediums scheduled, all kinds of stuff. So go to the events page at phantomhistory.com and just see all the stuff that's going on, especially the Halloween stuff.
Yeah, and if you're following us on social media where you're watching now, consider following us on the other channels as well. We're on TikTok, we're on LinkedIn, we're on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all of them. Still working on Snapchat. We're on there, but I'm not really good at it yet. But track us down, find us. We would love to hear from you on social.
Thanks so much for watching. If you know somebody that might be interested in our Halloween events, please share this video with them. And you can find all the other stuff on YouTube and at the website. Thanks, everybody.
Happy early Halloween.